It is hard to believe by looking at this beautiful carving that this used to merely be a 7.5-ton tree stump. But this has been a great journey, and we have enjoyed watching the mascot statue take shape. At this time, I would like to introduce you to some very special guests who have made this project possible. We have with us tonight Robin and Teresa Winton of Winton Test and Balance. Could y'all please come forward? Could y'all please stand to my right? The Wintons have been a business partner at Montford before we opened our doors. Before the first student arrived on our campus, the Wintons gave us this generous donation to make this statue come to life. And I want to thank you for providing an opportunity for our students to come in and develop pride in their school. The Winton son, Garrett, is in 7th grade, and we will have Tori Ann joining us next fall and Clarice joining us in 3 years. And this is all about a community school working together to make sure that our students have the best that we can offer in Leon County schools. So once again, Mr. and Mrs. Winton, thank you. I am honored to be the principal. And without leaving someone out, we must mention Mr. Scotty Crow. Mr. Scotty Crow was the inaugural principal, and his vision with the Winton vision and all of the Montford family made this possible. So thank you for this outstanding statue, and we're going to enjoy this statue for years to come. So I want to give you a round of applause myself because this is truly outstanding. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Winton. Now, I would like to bring the creator of this masterpiece to the podium, Mr. John Birch. Mr. Birch.
And again, thank you as well. I enjoyed it. It has been a long time that I've been doing this. It's been about 16 years, but this is definitely one of my favorite pieces. It's a piece of live oak. It's a very heavy wood, and luckily it lasts for a long time. I've got a number of pieces that are over 15 years old, still doing fine. As an artist, I've found that a lot of doing subtractive art like this, a lot of it changes as I'm doing it. Because it's a tree, I'm gonna run into cracks, and this one I actually ran into about 12 nails that definitely did some damage to my chains on my chainsaw. And that's why there's a little discoloration. Some spots are blackish. That happens from the steel. I was going to do it originally with 5 horses going one direction, and it changed to 2 horses going the other direction. And looking at it, it finally talked to me enough, and it came up with the 4 horses in each direction with a hollow spot behind it. So they're like coming out of a cavern. Yes. So. But I've enjoyed it. It's the wood is coated with a polyurethane and a stain, an oil-based stain. In the beginning, and I say the beginning, actually over half of the time that I spend for the first half of the carving is looking at it. I mean, because I don't know what's going to happen when I go past a certain point. And so I have to make, slight cuts. Otherwise maybe an ear would be cut off or something. It is really a lot of thinking involved in it. So, you had a question?
How long did it take to do that?
Well, it took a very long time. It took just over 3 years to do it. I work with hanger prosthetics. I make artificial limbs for people. And although it is nicer working inside, I don't have to worry about the rain. But so I'm able to work about 5 to 8 hours a week on my carving. And one of the reasons I have, if you notice, 2 younger horses in here, and that's because, this is a middle school. You've got adults and you've got students. Why they're going different directions, I'm not sure, but it is the adults and the students that are in there. That's one of the main reasons. Is a challenge because usually I have to do the piece on site, and that is one one reason. You know, the kids have to get out of school. I have to make it over there, and especially certain times of the year, it gets dark at 6:30, and I usually don't run my chainsaws when it gets dark, but so it takes quite a while. Well, about 8 or 9 years ago, this tree trunk was getting cut down over on Tharp Street, and a neighbor runs out and says, leave the trunk, I know the guy who can carve it. And so we talked about it, and the city said they would leave it there for 1 year. If I didn't cut it by then, carve it, then they would take it down. But luckily they left it for 4 years, and we were talking about something to carve over here, and I said, I know the tree trunk. So that's how it got here, and they hauled it off. They brought it here with a flatbed. They put it on with a crane. The crane operator said it weighs about 7.5 tons. Or it did. I probably removed about 2 tons of it. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Birch, and I'd like to thank your wife for being here also, as well as thank the Wintons one more time for an outstanding contribution. I'd like to thank our PTSO president that's in the back, Ms. Gigi Soto, our partners coordinator, Ms. Kelly Walker, all of our SAC parents that are here tonight, as well as any special guests that are here. Our SGA president, Ms. Amy Butler, is here. So I would like to thank you guys for coming out, and this is truly an outstanding piece of artwork. So once again, thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
We just thought it'd be nice for the school to have a nice statue for the children to see every day when they come to school. So we thought it would be, you know, nice for us to donate. We do a lot of work with the school system through my businesses, so I thought it'd be good to give back to help out the community.